Hey guys, it's Ben here from Yazoo Wellness Practice Business Coaching and Scott Lawrence from Lawrence Hypnotherapy.
How you going?
Today we're going to share with you about how you can get paid for your passion. Take it away, Scott.
Excellent. So we've got this Venn diagram here that it's not just like to look like Mickey Mouse. This is how to get paid for your passion. And trust us, because we've both come from these backgrounds where there's stuff that we didn't know. We'd studied, I'd studied something like 60 online courses and still hadn't made money out of what I was doing until we actually started using these techniques. And the same for you, you'd say that
I'd spent tens of thousands of dollars on education. In the past 5 years, I've read about 400 different books to do with business and personal development, but I wasn't monetizing that valuable knowledge.
Yeah. And you could be in the same case. You could be someone who's a massive consumer of information, going to our stories, which we'll open up a little bit as we go. But to begin with, draw this yourself because it's really going to help unpack this for you. This is not just like something you watch. This is a video that you unfold as you go. So we've got you. And this is the way everyone sees it, is that this is you, and you have skills. You're good at things. What have you studied? You've done, is it hypnotherapy? Is it counseling? Is it coaching? Is it consulting? Is it NLP? Is it train the trainer? Is it a speaker's course? An authoring course? So you know so much. And one of the problems people have is on the webpage, they just keep going on about this stuff. They just keep going on about check me out, welcome to my webpage, look at how awesome it is. But that's not enough. We need these other categories. But other things you have is passion, time, bills. So you got the skills, you got the bills, you got the passion, you got the time, the skills, the bills. All those things are things that you have. But that's not enough. And trust us, because we've been here where 2 of the circles of business have been left empty, and we're like, what is going on? What, tens of thousands of dollars of courses?
Been spending all this money, all this time, and what am I doing with it? I'm just sitting on it and wanting to get more, but it's not getting me anywhere.
Absolutely. So do you want to know how to fix this right now? And obviously, another player in the game, we're going to use blue to break it up. You've got your clients. So you've got your client there. So what your client has, and this is an exercise that you should do, write a list of at least times 10 points of everything that we talk about here. So the client, of course, has money. That's something they have. But you don't really need to go into this one too much. What you really need to go into is their problems, their ambitions, where they're stuck, so what they want, what problems they have, and what's stopping them from moving forward. If you can map this correctly, then more money comes from you times 10 mapping these out, 10 problems, 10 ambitions, 10 ways that they're stuck on your webpage, on your videos, on your marketing, on your however it is that you get out there, than just by talking about how wonderful you are. And I'm sure that you're great, but what your client cares about, they don't care how much they know until they know how much you care. And that's why too few people are actually putting something out with generosity, where they're actually unpacking the message of where the client's up to, not where you're up to. As in, look at me and my big business and you can be like me. That's not the message that people want to hear first. Later on, it's to promote yourself, it's to position yourself as the leader in the industry. But if you don't have your topic, as in your topic is not your skills, it's not NLP, it's not coaching, it's not hypnotherapy, it's not just being an entrepreneur, that's not your topic. Your topic is your client's problem, ambition, and where they're stuck. That make sense?
Perfect sense to me. This is like you being stuck in your ivory tower, and this is like the client getting stuck in some pit, and you can see them in that pit, but you're up in your ivory tower and you're not reaching down and helping them with it.
Absolutely. That's a really good way of seeing it. It's the ivory tower, so it makes us completely not relatable enough until we've gone into this. But we've got a problem here. It's if all we have is this and we don't have the other circle, we've gotten stuck here where we've been masters at getting leads and getting traffic, but still something was missing. And so we call it the offer. What's an offer? It's how you organize the relationship between you and your clients. So it's no good just having skills unless you put it out there. So your offer needs to have a name, steps, a price. You need to promote it. What else do you need in an offer? A promise. A promise is using these skills for that money. We will fix that problem, help you achieve that ambition, and help you get out of being stuck. Does that make sense, guys?
Makes sense to me.
Good. And
I'm just thinking about this whole relationship. There's something that happens in between here if there's no offer. So let's say you've got your skills, your passion, your bills to pay. They've got their problems and ambitions, and you've got these two. You can see them clearly, but there's no offer. What happens then if there's no offer involved?
what I like to call that, so the pedal, if there's no offer, you're their buddy. Or enabler. You're the one that goes, that's okay, buddy, you got a problem. You know what, don't worry about it. You're cool.
Yeah.
I've got the skills to help you. We can go have coffee, whatever.
Yeah. And I imagine something like, so you start in your ivory tower, they're down in their pit, and you decide to host a party, right? And to make this party really awesome, they're gonna bring some drinks, you're gonna bring some food. But if no one invests, no one goes out and brings the drinks or brings the food, you rock up to the house and you're chilling there together, there's nothing going on. No one's getting any exchange of value. You're just kind of sitting there chilling, being buddies. There's nothing exchanged. There's no value being added here.
Yeah, and you're not their friend, you're there to provide value. And sometimes value is not being their friend. It's not telling them everything's all right. It's telling the truth and letting them know, you know what, this problem that you're stuck in, it's not going to go away. And that can be really, it can bring up the feels a lot of the time. So what about this one? So what if there's you and there's an offer, but there's no client? We haven't unpacked the problems, ambitions, and how they're stuck. Put out a big offer that says, check me out, I'm wonderful, I have all these skills and passion. It's not enough. That's just ego.
So if you've got all this skill and passion and you've also got an offer, but it's not relevant to anyone, it's not really solving anyone's problems, then that's just you sitting in your ego, you're not really helping anyone.
Let me give you an example with it. Like, if you don't, what ego is, it's a lack of talking about problems, ambitions, and stuck. So imagine you've put out a Google ad or a Facebook ad. What would that Google or Facebook ad say in the ego if there's no problems and ambitions? It would say, buy my coaching, buy my hypnosis, buy my book, which is a whole bunch of pages. That's all it is. It's like that. I've seen ads that say, click here to find out why you should pay 30 grand for a coach. No one's clicking on that ad. And if they are, you know, it's probably, you know, their friends and family.
Yeah.
You can't put ads out like that. You need to unpack their problems before you advertise. What have we got left?
We've just got this little space here between having an offer and having a client, but there's no you involved. There's none of your skill, passion, or time, or the bills that you've got to pay. What's this space here?
That's your competition. Your competition so let's say that you have this dream, you've got this passion, you want to put it out there, but let's just for a minute, just delete that part and say that all you've got is that you understand the problems of people and there are offers out there, but you're not the one creating the offer. That just means that there's a brilliant, beautiful industry out there helping people that you haven't yet stepped up to become a part of.
Yeah.
So we could almost, like the way that we've described this, people could perceive it as like the you part's bad. It's not bad, it's one of the three. You need all three. You need to step up to be one of the people doing it. And that's why I trust Benjamin so much in what he's teaching. Telling you to step up. Telling you that you've got to be the one in your lifespans, living your life to the fullest, bringing your passion and skills out there. Also, you need to be doing it in a way where you're reading their mind, virtually not really reading their minds, but you're talking about it from their point of view. Don't just like tell them stuff that they can't keep up with. Talk about where are they up to right now and what are they going through from their point of view. Think of it like dating. Like, you don't just like say, like, for guys that are dating a girl, for an example, the guy loves football the girl doesn't, is he going to spend the whole day talking about football?
Not if he wants to get a second date.
Not if he wants to get a second date. What about if you don't make an offer? Become their buddy.
Friend zoned.
Friend zoned. Or invisible. It's like you're just, in a way, and this is, I've suffered from this. You've suffered from this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Study junkies. Tens of thousands of dollars of education. I've done 60 online courses about this stuff. Each of them costs like, somewhere at least like $5,000. You've done tens of thousands of dollars worth of education on this stuff, and at some point in the past, hadn't used any of it. Hadn't gotten results from it. Because, why? Hadn't used it. Hadn't offered it. You've got to put it out there to see if people want it. You'll get yes, you'll get no. Great. Every no gets you closer to a yes. Every no gives you feedback to how to get more yeses. Every no helps you learn more about the problem's ambitions and where they're stuck, so that the next time you will get a much, much higher chance of yes. Go out there and use this stuff, guys.
So what happens when you get right smack bang in the middle here?
You get happy. You get to get paid for your passion. And that's what this is.
Guys, that's what we're doing now. Both of us are running businesses that we absolutely love, that are fulfilling us, that are giving us the lifestyle of our dreams. And it's the same thing that you can do. Don't get trapped in this position of thinking that you just have to follow society's prescribed pattern of getting a job and just doing something you really hate and then do your passions on the side when you've got some spare time. You can get paid for your passion if you tie your skills together, your passions, with someone else's problems, someone else's needs, and you create an offer that ties all of those things together. So that's what we want to get across here, guys. Go out and use this information, sit down and catalog, whether it takes you, 2, 3, 4 hours, I don't really care how long it takes. Write a list of 50 of your skills, passions, the bills you have to pay, the kind of lifestyle you want to be living. Write down 50 of your clients' biggest problems, their challenges, their struggles. Keep writing it out until it starts to come out smoothly, and it will. Just dedicate the time, keep writing. It'll start to flow. And then create an offer. Write down, how could I solve their problems? How could I fulfill their needs? How could I help them more? How could I contribute more? And then you'll get to this middle section. And this is going to take work to create this, but it's very simple. The process of doing it is very simple.
Love it. Do this, guys. We did it. Worked for us. Do it. It'll work for you.
See you later.